Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we will review and check out the Tapo Outdoor Pan and Tilt Wi-Fi camera with tracking, the Tapo C520 WS. Now this is not the Color Pro version yet. That one is coming. This one has a starlight sensor though. Tapo sent this to me to be checked out, so thank you Tapo. This plug-in Wi-Fi camera records in 2K quality, Quad HD, 2560 by 1440 pixel resolution with a max frame rate of 25 frames per second. Tapo didn't specify the field of view of the lens, but this is a pan and tilt camera, so it pans mechanically 340 degrees and tilts 60 degrees. This has a starlight sensor, but is supplemented with spotlights for color recording at night, and it also has infrared night vision. This has motion tracking and can track persons, animals, and cars. No subscription needed. The features of the camera, including the AI smart detection, works without a subscription. The only thing that you will not get without a subscription, aside from cloud recordings, are the rich notifications or event snapshots. It records motion events or continuously 24/7 in a micro SD card inserted on the camera itself, and compatible up to a 512GB card. This is weather resistant with an IP66 rating and compatible with Google Home and Amazon Echo devices. Inside the box, you will get a mounting template and a quick start guide. And we have the camera itself, plastic build. We have two antennas for Wi-Fi, 2.4 GHz only, and we have the camera lens, spotlights, infrared LEDs, light sensor, and we have the mic. And on the back here, we have the speaker. Tilting the camera down, you will see a screwed-in cover for the microSD card slot and the reset button. As to the wiring, we have an Ethernet port to connect directly to your router if you want, but this is not PoE. You still need to power this up with 9V DC. What else is inside the box? We have the power adapter, and this should be 9V. Tapo does really need to change this to the more common and standard 12V DC. But I did test this before with their other models, and they do work with a 12V PoE splitter. We have the mounting bracket, plastic. We have an Ethernet waterproof lid, and we have the mounting screws and plastic anchors. Time to set this up, but first we will insert a microSD card. Open up the Tapo app, click the plus sign on top, add device, outdoor cams, scroll down, and this is the Tapo C520 WS. They have a lot of cameras that looks the same. One cool thing about this is that you can set it up fully wired and not use Wi-Fi if you want, but I'll choose Wi-Fi in this setup. Plug in the camera and wait until the lights flash green and red. Connect your phone to the camera's Wi-Fi. Go back to the Tapo app and it should get connected. Choose your Wi-Fi network that you want the camera to connect to. Name your camera and it should be set up. Time to install this. First, I'll demo a wall or vertical install. You have to thread the wiring through the mount, which can be a bit awkward because you have the camera hanging on the other end. Position the cable on the slot on top or on the bottom of the mount. Then screw the mount in using the 4 included screws. Pull the cable through while getting the camera to slide into the mount. You can then secure the camera by screwing in the included small screws, one on each side, so there's 2 of them. You can also install this in a ceiling or under the eaves. Screwing in the mount like so, and the opening of the bracket should be on the front. And just slide in the camera and secure it with the 2 screws. Let's check these settings in the app. When you open up the Tapo app, you will see the camera icons. Click on it to get to live view, which loads up very quick. You can click on this to show the stream of your other Tapo cams, up to 4 of them at a time. Back to live view, you can take a snapshot, record the live view, listen in. Call icon for two-way talk that is full duplex, or the mic icon to have push and hold to talk, half duplex. We have the pan and tilt, D-pad to turn the camera to the left, to the right, tilt up or tilt down. In here on the bottom, you can set preset positions, up to 8 of them, and click the thumbnail to get the camera to that position. There's no setting for guard or home position though. We have a manual patrol here, and there is a vertical patrol, so it's just going to tilt up and down. Or horizontal patrol, which will pan left and right. Pano or panoramic to control the panning of the camera. We have alarm on or off, and this doesn't trigger the alarm in real time. It will just arm it, and it will only go off when motion is detected. Privacy mode, light to turn on the spotlights, and motion tagging on or off. Playback and download is where you can see the detected events, and this is where you can view and download them to your phone. Gear icon for the camera settings, detection, Auto tracking, you can track all motion or just person and or cars and pets. Also, you can toggle here which you want the camera to detect. Motion will be all motion, and this is the one that will have motion zones. I usually turn this off and turn on person detection, which you can adjust the sensitivity. Also pet and vehicle detection. Plus it has line crossing detection, and you can set up to 4 lines and you can schedule it. Also it has camera tampering notification. We have the pan and tilt, and this is where you can set the auto patrol mode, where the camera will patrol any or all of your preset positions. Storage and recording to the micro SD card, and you can schedule to record motion events only or change it to record 24/7 or combination of both. Video and display, we have the night mode settings. In video quality, it records in 2K, and also you can adjust the frame rate up to 25 FPS. Spotlight settings, adjust the brightness and how long it will turn on. Lastly, in the notifications, if you want rich notifications or have a snapshot, this feature will need a subscription. You can get by though without this because the camera loads up pretty quick when you click on the notification. Now time to do some testing.
So this is the video and audio quality of the Tapo C520 WS. And video clarity test at 70, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Running that test. Still following me. So this is the video quality of the Tapo C520 WS. And this should be in smart mode, which is another night vision first, and then when it detects motion, it will do full color recording and two spotlights on. It looks like a 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is the video quality of the Tapo C520 WS. This is the night vision mode. I think it's not as healthy. This is the spotlights are on. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Now there is a full color mode option, which the camera spotlights will be continuously on at night. You cannot totally turn off the spotlights for color recording. It can only be off when the camera is in night vision mode. You can lower it down though to level 1, which you can see how the starlight sensor performs, which is a bit too dark in my backyard. We are going to test the motion alert notification speed of the Tapo C520 WS, and I'm on my 5G cellular connection. And it's 11:18. Let's check it out. Tracking is on, and it's tracking me. There you go. There's no rich notification because I didn't sign up for their cloud recording. And if you click on that, it should open up the live view, which should load up pretty quick. Cool. 11:19. All right, so it just turned to 11:20 and still less than a minute. Let's see what the notification cool off, if there's any, with the Tapo C520 WS. Oh, that's quicker too. We're going to test the maximum detection distance of the Tapo C520 WS, and I've set the person detection only, and I've set it to the highest sensitivity. And let's check it out at 40 feet. Detected me when I got out of the shed. Cool. All right there. Loads up pretty quick too. Nice. As to multiple person tracking, it tends to stick to the first person that it detected.
This is the audio quality coming out from the Tapo C520 WS. This is the audio quality coming out from the Tapo C520 WS.
Alright, so I turned on the alarm for the Tapo C520 WS, and it will only go off when motion is detected. Now let's listen in if there is some panning and tilt noise. Pan first. Excuse the wind, it's a windy, but I could barely hear it. Now how about the tilt? I can hear it barely. You could barely hear it. And I'm pretty close to the camera. So what do you think? Video quality is pretty decent. At night, I think infrared night vision mode is better than when it is in color. I noticed in the smart mode that the spotlights takes a bit longer to turn on. Motion tracking is also pretty good. One thing that Tapo needs to add though is a home or guard position, instead of the camera staying to whatever last position that you manually pan the camera to or the preset position that you chose. Overall though, it performed good. And one thing I noticed about Tapo cams, especially their wired ones, is that they are pretty responsive and loads up pretty quick in the app. I can't wait to check out the Color Pro version of this when it comes out. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.